joining us, our webinar this evening. The first thing I'd like to talk about is this Saturday, February 7th, is going to be the final weigh-in for the 21-day detox challenge. We're going to start that weigh-in at 10 o'clock, and we should finish up around 10:15. We will be having a little award ceremony. Prizes are going to be given away to our top 3 contestants. Our winner will receive the $210 gift certificate, and then second and third place will have a prize as well. So please be there for that. Then immediately following our the prizes that we award, we're going to have a financial workshop from 10:30 to noon. And our own Tim Hudson is going to give a financial seminar, some of the most important information that you will ever hear. It is absolutely free. He is the president of Silver Star Financial Incorporation, and Lisa Henney is also going to be speaking, and she's a Daybreak Finance. So please be sure to be here for that. Next slide. Okay. Also on Saturday, we will be having the mobile bod pod. For those of you that did not get a chance to do it last time, or if you just want to compare your results for last time, it will be out from 8 o'clock to 10 o'clock this Saturday. It is an air displacement machine, and it is the most accurate way to analyze your body composition. This test, a similar tests run anywhere from $200 to $300. So for only $50, you can have your body composition analyzed. There is very little variance in this kind of test, just 1 to 2%. It's a $30,000 unit, and it measures all of your body fat: brown fat, white fat, subcutaneous, visceral, and belly fat. So we do have a few spots available. There are 8-minute time slots, so be sure that you sign up if you're interested in doing this. It's a really great opportunity to be able to have access to this machine. Okay, let's talk a little bit about sandbag training. Sandbag training is a form of dynamic and functional resistance training. And functional movements are frequently upper and lower body movements. They are complicated movements. So if you've noticed some of the things like the shoveling or the some of the movements that we did today, they are more complicated than, or they can be more complicated than movements we've done in the past. So they definitely, sandbags are unstable and they're unpredictable. So it's very important that we activate all the proper muscles in your core, your intrinsic core muscles. Sandbags have been shown to maximize your workouts by activating your intrinsic core muscles and stabilizing muscles while you focus on your major muscle groups. It's quickly becoming a favorite way of training from anywhere from pro athletes, fighters, first responders, soldiers, and anyone else who needs to be able to access strength and unpredictable settings and postures. It looks like our everyday life. If you want to see more about sandbag training, please go to ultimatesandbagtraining.com. John Hinkins is a CSCS, Certified Strength and Conditioning Specialist. He is the guy. He didn't invent sandbag training, but he did invent the sandbags that we're using, the DVRT brand, and he's just got a wealth of information on there. He designed that specific kind that we've been using. It was created and run by Josh and Jessica Hinkins. Their goal was to develop a fitness program that could help dramatically change their lives, and whether it's incredible fat loss that you're after, getting rid of aches and pains, or developing true functional fitness for life, that was their goal when they designed this product. So please go visit their website, and if you have any questions about anything you see there, discuss it with us, because we would love to hear your feedback. Okay, let's talk a little bit about the 21-day detox. Most of you that are on the call this evening should be in between days 15 and 21, and more than likely you're starting to have a little more energy, and you'll notice that you have more mental focus. And I've been hearing a lot of you discuss that you're sleeping much better. That's what I'm hearing a lot about, and I'm experiencing that myself. Most of the symptoms that you had in the beginning should have begun to go away. You may see some lingering fogginess or fatigue around, but by now you should be feeling much, much better. Next slide. Okay, so now what? Now what are we going to expect? So you can either, when the detox ends on Saturday, you can end it. You can keep up the program. I've heard a couple of people ask me, how long can you eat like this? Well, the answer is you can keep this up. I plan to keep almost every one of the changes going for some time. You can choose to reintroduce the foods, but keep a healthy lifestyle. The reintroduction process is very, very important. I know last time I kind of put everything back in at once. I don't recommend that. It's very important that you don't go right back to eating like you did before you started this detox. If you do, you'll most likely feel worse than when you started, and you can experience some sick feelings. Why? Well, the reason is because when you eliminate all of these inflammatory foods that we have been over the past 21 days, if they were causing a reaction in your body, the antigens that these foreign particles produce dramatically decrease or drop off. But when the antibodies that have been created, they can take several months to be eliminated from the body. So when you eat bread or drink milk after having eliminated them for so long, these antibodies kind of gang up on the foreign particles, causing an inflammatory reaction. So it is important to reintroduce the things in order, just like it's recommended. And I personally would recommend that myself. So the reintroduction process, we've lined it out for you. On day 1, after the detox, after you complete your detox, you can reintroduce dairy, cow, goat, and sheep dairy. Keep everything else the same, but go ahead and introduce 2 to 3 servings of dairy. And then do that for until day 4. On day 4, you can begin to reintroduce gluten-containing grains. Keep everything else the same, including the dairy that you've already reintroduced, but eat 2 to 3 servings of gluten per day. And then keep that the same until day 7. Then you can begin to reintroduce the non-gluten containing grains. And that will help you identify if gluten is something that to which you're sensitive. Keep everything else the same, but then you eat 2 to 3 servings of non-gluten containing grains. On day 10, you can reintroduce legumes. Keep everything else the same, but reintroduce the 2 to 3 servings of legumes. And then the very last thing that you'll want to introduce at the very end is caffeine and alcohol. These substances can be used from time to time, but be cautious because they are drugs and they need to be used in moderation and wisely. Most individuals will feel better and have more energy once they no longer have coffee daily. Regular use of coffee can increase your cortisol levels and deplete your adrenal glands over time. Alcohol should be enjoyed, or may also be enjoyed in moderation, and we recommend between 1 to 3 drinks per week. All right, and then the first phase that we did, which we're about to complete, is detox. So the next phase we're going to begin is thrive. And this is where we recommend you live your life. Step 1, reprogram. We've been working on this for 21 days now, or almost 21 days, reprogramming your metabolism. So you're experiencing the symptoms of reprogramming your body. Step 2, diversify. When you diversify your plan by adding here and there, other favorite foods, and new exercises to prevent boredom. And then step 3, energize. Energize your new way of life by fully engaging your family and friends and involving them in the process. When you start to share what you've experienced with your family and your friends and tell them what you're going through, it not only adds to your energy, but it starts to get them energized too, and they begin to get excited with you and for you. And many times you may find that they want to go through this process as well because they see your energy and it's infectious. It rubs off on them. Okay, next slide. All right, so here are the tools that we are going to be giving to you to help you. And at this time, I'm going to turn it over to Seth. Seth, take it away.
Good evening, everyone. Seth here. Once again, I wanted to thank you all for taking some time out of your night to call in and hear what we had to say. This is just going to be going over the tools to help you, the nutrition app that we're going to be rolling out, and what it includes is the 5 fundamentals of health and fitness. It's the subscription. For the 21 to Detox people, we'll be giving y'all a 30-day trial for this, and all the information you can access will be from an email that we'll send you. The first fundamental of the 5 is going to be nutrition. I'm sure all of you have heard us preaching this day in and day out, but it truly is 60 to 80% of your results. Basically broken down as your caloric intake versus your expenditure, so how much you're putting in versus how much you're putting out for the day. And it really does boil down to the proper balance and percentages of your macronutrients, making sure you're getting that protein, carbs, fats, all in the right ratio. And it is really important to time and balance your blood sugar as well. And with that, you'll notice a severe change in energy levels throughout the day. All right, the second part of this is going to be cardio. I'm sure you all understand that the heart rate monitors are really important, but to a more certain degree, it is a stimulus to mobilize fat. Okay, it's also going to improve your cardiorespiratory efficiency and endurance. You got to think about it from the internal standpoint. Your heart is your most important muscle in your body. If you strengthen that, everything else is going to get better along the way. It's also going to increase your metabolic efficiency. Getting your heart rate up, getting it into your heart, in and above your heart rate reserve is really how you pull that fat from your storages and use it for your fuel. Next one's going to be supplementation. I encourage y'all to ask questions if you have them, and if you get a free chance while you're in the training after classes and whatnot. But the supplementation is, it's creating an environment for change. It's also going to help improve overall health. And in a nutshell, it's really just your micronutrients without calories. It's a good way to get all your vitamins and minerals down, and it really helps complement your meal plan, especially now during the detox more than ever. The next part of this is going to be the resistance training, which you guys come into us for. There's fat burning your muscles, and you got to pull it out. Okay, it's a good way to strengthen and tone your muscles. Okay, increasing that lean muscle mass, but you can also increase your metabolic rate. Those two things are directly related, and you have to understand that you can spot gain. So with resistance training, if you're wanting to, build some muscle in this particular area, focusing on that can increase that size and strength. Last part of this is going to be the coaching, what we specialize in. Is being held accountable, truly listening to the advice that we have to give you day in and day out throughout the workouts and even after the classes. Whenever we have any kind of educational information to pass on to you, it's all to benefit y'all in the long run. It's also to help keep y'all motivated and really, try to get in there and break those plateaus that may have been holding you back in the past or created a gap in your results. And the most important thing is really just to have fun. So at this time, I just wanted to know if anybody had any questions, comments.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and start answering questions. If anyone has a question, you can go ahead and ask at this time.
Looks like we have about 17 or 18 people on the call. Does anybody have any questions or comments about the 21-day detox, the reintroduction process, or about the 5 fundamentals that Seth talked about? And that might be why nobody could talk, because I didn't unmute everybody. Does anybody have any questions? Sorry about that.
I hear Rosalinda laughing.
So does anybody have any questions or comments about the 21-day detox in general, the reintroduction process, or the 5 fundamentals?